What's up, you guys? The Dorcas Knight here doing another action figure review, and this time on the DC Comics Multiverse, Justice League Collect and Connect Steppenwolf. Come together! This is no way to start a review. The figure's in pieces, so let's build them up. But before we get to that, in terms of his packaging over here, he doesn't really come with packaging as he is a Build-A-Figure, but this is an example of one of the figures who do contain his Build-A-Figure pieces, figures packaging. We got over here, the example over here is Superman. So we got the character image over here, the character name says Justice League Collect and Connect Steppenwolf. On the side over here it says the character's name once again with the character's image, and then it has a little write-up over here on the Justice League characters. On the back over here you can see who you need to collect to connect Steppenwolf over here. That would ever pick up. There we go. So you need Superman, Batman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Wonder Woman. You got some warnings down here. You got some copyright information at the bottom. It says DC Comics Multiverse, Justice League, then the character's name once again. The side over here it says Justice League, and at the top it says DC Comics Multiverse. Right in there. And then at the front over here you got the JL with a window box packaging. And at the top it says Justice League and the age. So yeah, that's about it with this packaging. Let's build this guy up. So let's start off with these figures. With which figure came with these Build-A-Figure pieces? So just because we got Superman's packaging over here, let's start with Superman's pieces. So over here you got the Superman pieces, which is the crotch over here, or the skirt piece, which came with Superman, and the head. In order to connect these two, we need the chest piece, which came with the tactical Batman. So we can connect that like so. Basically, what you want to do is a hole in here. You just connect this piece over here to there, and then there you go. You get that built. And in terms of the head, there's the hole in there for the ball joint, so you just attach it on with the ball joint like so, and there you go. And then the arms over here, this one came with Wonder Woman. No, this one came with Cyborg, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Cyborg. It's the left arm, so you just connect it. There's a little hole in there. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. So basically you just connect this piece over here into that hole like so. There we go. He has arm in there. Then the other arm, which came with I believe it was, yeah, this one was Wonder Woman, the other one was Cyborg. So you just connect that arm, exact same thing right in there. Come on, let's find that hole. There you go. And then you gotta connect the legs. You got the little peg over here, which connects into the hole over here, and this is the right leg, which I believe came with the Flash. I'm gonna double check that right now. Yeah, the Flash. So that came with the Flash. So let's connect that in there. Kind of part. There you go. Hear that click. And then finally, you got the other leg, which came with Aquaman. So you pop it in there like so. And let's get a view of this guy. And then you got the axe that came with Cyborg. So let's put in his hand over here. And yeah, that's about it with building this figure up. In terms of my thoughts on this figure, the paint detail is amazing actually. It has very nice paint detail on it. It looks very true to how Steppenwolf looks in the Justice League movie. The head sculpt is bang on. The sculpt is amazing. The articulation is okay, but it's a little bit better than all the other figures inside this wave, so that's a plus. As always, Mattel's Collect and Connect figures are always the best part about each and every wave. But anyway, going on to the history of Steppenwolf, he basically appeared in New Gods number 7 from a while ago. I'm not exactly sure when, but I know it was from a while ago. He basically had a green costume, which kind of made him look like a elf in a way, or I don't know, like some sort of witch in a way, but like a male witch. And basically, he was probably gone after the pre-52 comics came out, and then once the new 52 came out, he came back in the Earth 2 comic series, and the costume that he wore then looks very true to how he looks in the movie now. In terms of Steppenwolf's role in the DC universe, he's basically the leader to Darkseid's army in terms of invading and all that. So he does the dirty work. In the comics, he is the uncle to Darkseid, but fun fact, in the DCEU, Darkseid is the uncle to Steppenwolf. So that's one thing to note. Because he comes to Earth, that probably means that if he does conquer Earth, or if he doesn't, Darkseid will probably be coming back for vengeance in a way. But hopefully now you guys have all seen it, so you probably know, well, it's kind of obvious anyway, that Justice League was going to beat him. And so hopefully we will see Darkseid upcoming very soon in the DC universe, because it would be pretty badass. But anyway, that's about it with his history. Why don't we get on to the small details in this figure. So taking a closer look at Steppenwolf over here, we'll take a look at the head sculpt. It's quite difficult because this is a very tall figure. I'll try to hold the camera and just keep him still. But yeah, as you can see, this is the only photo that I could find online of his head sculpt, and it does look pretty true, to be honest. But yeah, taking a closer look, zoom this in. His eyes, you can't really see his eyes in there, but actually you kind of can. It's very faint, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. And I like the black wash, or the gray, dark gray wash over the light gray that they gave him. So it looks pretty nice. The horns have red paint going along the top. That would show. Come on. Come on. There you go. Yeah, so you can see the red paint over here. It's kind of difficult to do because I gotta kind of hold the camera. You got the blue wash over here too, and the back over here, the blue wash and red wash continue. And look at that sculpt in there; it looks pretty nice. Going down onto his chest area, you can see the little blue wash throughout. Looks quite nice. Sorry for all this shaking of the camera, but yeah. Very beautiful looking figure. I really do like this. By turning him around, take a look at his back. Yeah, it's pretty badass there. Very nice looking figure. And yeah, taking a look at the rest of his... Oh yeah, you can see the skull over here. He has that skull to show like death, and you can see all the dry brushing over it, which also looks very nice too. And there's no skull on the back either, so just keep that in mind when you're building this figure. Taking a look at the arms over here, that blue and silver wash continues. It's just a very awesome looking piece with all this paint on him. Like, honestly, man, I wish Mattel would do this with every figure that they have, not just the Build-A-Figure. Yeah, he's got that red wash before coming to the hand. And to the hand, this is my problem. Or it's one of the problems that I have to say. The hand doesn't match the color of the face. As you can see, it's just a dull gray plastic. So I wish that they would have just they would have given a wash in there with it too. And as you can see from the holding the axe over here, he's got a little bit of some paint chipping in there too. But yeah, the other hand is pretty much the exact same thing. I'll take a look at the axe in a second after I look at this figure. And yeah, there's looking at the skirt piece. Not looking too bad. Let's try and bring this down a bit. There we go. that. Alright. Yeah, so there's looking at the skirt piece. Very nice looking. Nothing much else to say. It's the exact same thing going throughout the entire figure, but once again, as I've already said, looks very nice. There's a Steppenwolf butt in there. And you can see the dry brushing once again. And there's looking at the legs. And as you can see, it kind of reminds me of, what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name, but it's that guy from the X-Men. Shit. He was like that metal guy. He appeared in the Deadpool movie. I can't believe that I forgot his name. Honestly, man. But yeah, it'll come to me eventually. Taking a look at his boots now. It's pretty much the exact same thing going throughout the chest area with the blue and the silver. And then taking a look at the feet. They look pretty nice too. Taking a look at the bottom. Come on. It's very difficult to do with the size of this figure. And he does have 2 pinkles at the bottom of the feet with no treads at all. Kind of surprised by that. But yeah. Taking a look at Steppenwolf's articulation over here, it's pretty similar to all the other DC Multiverse figures that I've talked about, like I said earlier. His head can move up about that much. It can move down. And try to make him in a sitting, or I can take half of him off. So yeah, it can move up that much. It can move down. It can move side to side. Head pivot. It has a arm articulation over here, which is quite nice. It's bicep swivel. Move up and down. Bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow, and you can rotate at the elbow. Hand swivel.
It was at this moment he knew.
Ab crunch.
He
Move
effed up.
back about that much. Can't really move forward. So yeah, move back that much. Move forward, and then connecting this guy back on. He has a waist swivel. You can kick forward. Holy shit. Sorry about that. Okay, no, forget it. You can kick forward that much, kick back, single jointed knee, she moves in about that much, and his feet can move down, and they move not that much up. And no ankle pivot. Mattel, please, man, please. Comparing Steppenwolf to some other big baddies in the DC universe, we have the Suicide Squad Joker and the Batman v Superman prisoner Lex Luthor. Finally, here's Steppenwolf compared to the rest of the figures inside of this wave. So final thoughts on this Steppenwolf Collect to Connect figure. I think that's quite nice. It has great paint detail, it has great sculpt, but again, the articulation is kind of a bummer. The shoulder pads kind of limited me from doing that stop motion of taking the axe up in order for him to slam it on the ground. So that's one negative about this figure, but the rest of it, like just having him inside a museum pose over here is just amazing. It looks spectacular. This is probably the best figure that you're getting as of now for imports and such, but I don't think that they're going to be creating this guy any further for like Hot Toys and whatever, so it's probably your best bet over here. It's well worth the collecting of all the Justice League figures, because most of them are pretty good. It's just a few of them are not. But anyway, why don't you guys tell me what you thought about the figure inside the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like on this figure if you didn't like it, or leave a dislike if you didn't like it. But if you do dislike it, tell me why you didn't like this, why you disliked it, and what I can do to make it even better. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.